Hello, my name's Bertie, I work here at Bob, and today I'm going to be taking a gameplay battle arena that Duncan has made, another employee here at Bob, and I'm going to turn that into a combat game mode, and I'm going to publish it as an ARC, and we're going to go through that whole flow together. Sounds good? So I'm going to go into stamps, public stamps, and it's called Dunks Battle Arena. So I'm just going to type in Dunks, and I can click this, and I'm going to click Add to Arc. And here we go. I've got it here, and I'm just going to place it down. I'll just place it here. Now, is this in the best spot? Is the question. I'm going to move it over here a bit. Is it low as it can go? Yeah. Cool. Now, a neat trick if you're quite far away from stuff is if you go into individual selection mode by pressing the full stop button a couple of times. Now you can see I can select these objects. I'm just going to click one and then press F, and then that brings me a bit closer, and I can kind of repeat that until I'm in the arena. Here we go. So I'm actually going to stay in individual selection mode. Now first I'm actually going to just jump into this and see what we're working with. So I'm just going to test from camera, hit play, here we go. Okay, so this looks really cool. It's a very open map. I think we could maybe do something with this axe, have it moving around a bit, maybe falling into the lava every now and again, could be quite cool. I think maybe a free-for-all would be good for this map, just because it's quite open and we don't really have obvious team bases, so I think a free-for-all makes sense. Cool, okay, so I'm going to go back to the creator, hold escape. Here we go, and to make this into a game mode, wow, that looks really cool. All I need to do is go into the templates folder, and here we have game mode logic. I click that, and what game mode? Free for all. I think that's what makes most sense to me. It could be a gun game, I suppose, but I think free for all is good for this. It's a nice simple one. Okay, I'm just going to place it up here. Just rotate it with the arrow keys. There we go. We don't really want players to be able to see the logic. Some of this is going to be visible in the game, but alright, this way around. Now what have we got to do? We've got some instructions here. So I need to set the arc type to game. Okay, I think it already is a game by default. Let's just double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a game. Cool. Now I need to customize the spawn. Customize the spawn system. So I think that's probably optional, but yeah, we've got the default spawn, which means that basically a lot of the spawning is done automatically, and we just need to place the spawn points, which makes things a lot easier. I think we could increase the spawn protection duration a little bit, so I'm just going to make that 4 seconds, just because it's so open. I think it gives you a bit more time to get to a better position. And the respawn time is 3 seconds. That sounds good to me. And then we have a max respawn time of 10 seconds. Okay, that's good. Minimum players 1. We probably want to increase this maybe, but I'm going to leave it at 1 for now, just for testing. And yeah, we could mess around with the fog and stuff, but I think, to be honest, the default stuff looks pretty good. I'm just going to get a screenshot of this quickly. There we go. So that would be the screenshot. I think that's pretty good for now. So what else have we got to do? We've got to place as many spawn points as needed. Okay, so the spawn point's already here actually, so I can go into individual selection mode. Doesn't need an ID or anything because this is a free-for-all. It's actually really simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and then I can just place these around the map, but I also want to make sure I delete this one, so I'm going to delete that now, and then I've still got it in my clipboard, so I can now paste these around the map. I can just place these wherever I want. I'm going to try and place them in positions where there's a little bit of cover, so we might want to add some more cover as well actually, because there's not very much in this. see what we can do. That might be a bit close to the wall. We'll see what we can do about that later. Okay, I'm just going to place them around these rocks in general. Nice. Probably put one in this corner. Yeah. Now one thing we want to make sure is, if we're saying that there can be 16 players in this map, then we need to have at least 16 spawn points, otherwise you're going to end up with people not being able to spawn in at the start of the game. I'm not sure how many I've placed now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we need a few more. We'll put one over here. We should probably have some in the middle too. I don't know which way I'd rather be facing if I spawned in. Probably towards the middle of the map, just to be safe. Ooh, we can put one here as well, that'd be good. Just a little further out. There we go. Okay, that should be plenty of spawn points. And was there anything else we had to do before this should work? Customize stamp variables. That's an optional one as well. That would let us change, for example, the weapons that the player has, potentially. Or, for example, the amount of kills a player needs before they win the game. But I think we're just going to leave them as the default for now. But these can all be customized to whatever you want for the game mode. But we'll just leave them for now. Okay, so I'm going to test this now. I'll just click test, hit play. Okay, you can see that we're now in a game mode here, so I can ready up. Because it's just me, the game will just start when I press ready up. Here I am. We can see my score at the top there. I've got no one to kill, so I can't get any points, sadly. Let's check if there's lava. Oh, okay, nice. So the lava does kill you. That's good. So that's pretty much it for setting up the game mode. I think we can definitely do some stuff to customize this bit. I'd like to get that axe moving, which shouldn't be very difficult. I think that would be good. Okay, so if we want this axe to move, we need to select it. Now, I'm going to turn this off quickly. I think it could be quite cool if it... maybe it can just hit the ground like that. We could have some douche. Some cool... I don't know if we have any like lava explosions. Maybe we can just use an explosion. I feel like that would be quite cool. Like a fatoof. Okay. Let's say we want it to... well, actually, I feel like the best way to do this is... let's line it up where we want it to finish. I think that looks pretty good. There. That's like where it will hit the ground effectively. And let's just turn on the rotation 90 degrees. Okay. Is that too high? That might be a bit too high. Let's just do 45 degrees then. Or 60 degrees. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to... whoa, that looks cool. We're just going to put in a rotate node, because we want it to rotate. We're just going to have a little sequence here. So we're going to need 2 different rotate nodes. And we want this to rotate down. So you can see this is the red axis we're going to rotate here by 60 degrees. So what we want to do is put 60 in this first one because it goes red, green, blue. So we're going to rotate by 60 here. That's going to be it falling down, and then we're going to have it come up again 60 degrees. So we can just do minus 60 in there. And now what we need to do is maybe we have a on start node, just to say, okay, when the game starts, we want the axe to fall. So link that into play. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice delay here. So after this first act, when the axe falls, we're going to have a little delay, and we'll set it to, I don't know, maybe like 6 seconds or something. And then we're going to start bringing the axe back up again. And then when the axe gets to the top, I think we should have another delay. So when it's finished moving, we're going to delay again, and then we're going to have the axe fall again. So this will just keep looping forever. I think once it gets to the top, we don't need to wait that long. We can just wait 3 seconds. And then for the movement of the axe coming back up, I think it would be cool if this was a bit longer. So maybe this takes like 10 seconds. Maybe that's a bit long. Let's do, I think it could be cool. 10 seconds. And then when it falls down, let's make that much shorter, so 2 seconds. And then we have some easing mode options here. So I'm thinking when the axe falls, we kind of want it to look like it's falling with gravity. So to do that, we want it to ease into the movement. So then it will, you know, slowly start falling and then get to its max speed when it hits the ground. And here we're going to have a linear, I think. Yeah, we'll have a linear movement of it as it slowly cranks back up. Okay, so that's that. Oh no, wait, it's not that. That's not that. We need to actually tell it what to move, and we want it to move this axe. So I can just click on the act on and link it to the axe there. Cool. I think just because it's scaled up so much, these arrows aren't really pointing to it, but I'm pretty sure I've done that right. Okay, so let's see if that works. Ah, I see what's happened. I've done the wrong rotational values. So actually what we need to do is this one needs to be minus 60. Ooh. Minus 60. And this one needs to be plus 60. There we go. Hit play. Now it should work. Okay, so you can see the axis come down, and now it's slowly coming back up. And then when it gets to the top, it should stop. And then, oh, bang. Okay, cool. That's working then. It's very eerie without any sounds though, so we're going to need to add some sounds. Okay, so we have the audio emitter node, which I think we can use for this, and we're going to want to use this logic we've put up here to trigger it. So first, let's find a good sound. What's a good? Let's get the sound of it actually hitting the lava. What is that? That's pretty cool. I think this one. So this is the axe falling. So when that's finished, we want to play this sound, definitely. We want it to be positional. We probably want the distance to be quite big. Probably as big as we can make it. And the volume is pretty high already. Okay. Now, we're also going to want a sound of it kind of cranking back up. I don't know if we have a good cranking sound. Let's have a look. If we pitch this down, it could be quite good. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. What I think, though, we're going to have to do is we're going to want to group this with this axe so that the sound is like coming from the axe as it creaks. I'll probably put it a bit lower down. Yeah, in the kind of the middle of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my audio here and my axe, and I'm just going to group them actually first what I need to do is ungroup this. There we go. So now I can select my axe and my audio node. Why won't it let me group? Oh, they are grouped, that's why. Okay, perfect. But actually, I want to do it in a different order so that we get the pivot point in the right place down there. Perfect. And now the only thing I need to do is remove these links because they're currently just linked to the axe. And we actually want to link them to the axe and the audio. So you can see that this arrow is now a slightly different color to show that it's linked to a group. But otherwise, it should work the same. So now, when we're on the way back, so when the rotate node, this one, has started, we want to play the creaking sound. So I'm going to say on started, I'm going to play this creaking sound. And then when we've finished, so on finished, we want to stop that sound. So now we should have the creaking sound when it's coming up and the big explosion sound when it lands. Let's just test that out. We might want to add some more sounds as well, but we'll see if these work for now. Oh, you can hear it just landed. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, that kind of works. I feel like maybe we need to increase the sound of the explosion potentially. I'm not going to mess around with this too much. This was not part of the plan. But yeah, I think it is quite cool. Let's see. Let's just increase this. There we go. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough for now. It's pretty cool. And to be honest, I feel like when this is down, it adds a nice bit of cover, which is quite cool. So I don't know if we need to mess around too much with anything else. I might just add, so I made a stamp the other day. What's it called? I mean, it will actually be in my stamps friend, so I can just check in here. It is random weapon. So this is a little pedestal that we can put into the ground. It just gives it removes all of the player's weapons and just gives them a random one each time, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm just going to dot a few of these around the map, and I just feel like it could add a bit of variety to the weapons and stuff, and let you get some weapons that otherwise you probably can't get, because right now we're just using the default loadout. Okay, we'll put them in these kind of slightly riskier spots. Cool. Okay, so let's just make sure that that works actually. So I've got all these guns, I go on this, and I've just got the star pipe out. That's cool. So that is working. Now I've got this gun, and I can go on here. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to I could grab an audio node. We've already got one placed over here. I'm just going to put this in the lava here, just in the middle. And let's just get a... Ooh. That's silly. That's silly. That's better. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, and we're going to have this one play on start, positional, perfect. Yep, that should be good then. And we also have some settings here for the music for one, and we also have the outdoor ambience. And here I think we want geothermal, and I'm just going to do geothermal for both. Cool. Okay. So that's pretty much it. pretty happy with this. I think it could be pretty fun. I mean, there's definitely some more stuff I could do. I could add some more cover, some more rocks around. But I think for now, I'm just going to leave it like that, and maybe other people can make a better version of this game mode using the same stamp and the same logic template. Yeah, but pretty happy with that. I'm going to publish it now, so to do that, I just click on Publish here. I might get a better screenshot. Okay, so we should be good to publish now. Oops. Click Publish again. Here we go. Lava Colosseum Free-for-All V1. So I need to make a new version. That's fine. I'm happy for it to be called this. And there we go. It's published. So if I return back to everywhere, I'm just going to check because in the settings here, I think I said the minimum player count is 1. I think that's fine. I mean, generally you'd want it to be higher, I think, but I think just so that I can jump into it now quickly and make sure it all works, we're going to leave it as 1. So I'm going to exit, and now if I go through the everywhere menu, I should be able to jump into it. And let's just make sure that that works. So escape, play, browse. What did I call it? I mean, it had FFA in it. Here we go, Lava Colosseum, FFA. I'm gonna hit play. It's gonna find me a session. And yeah, it looks like it all works. We've got our description down here. Oh, here we go. It should put us in a lobby because I put the lobby settings on. There we go. So now I can jump up here. And here we go, starting. And there we go. And it worked. So now we have our game. Perfect. Alright, well that's it for this video. That's how you make a free-for-all. I feel like I didn't really do that much work because it was very much based on Duncan's stamp, but I guess that's the power of the stamp system, which is really cool. Alright, thanks very much. Yeah, I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Time for a new world. Let's build it together.